Hello everyone, this is the first match in this league number 7, and let's go for it straight away. So I did mention in the deck tech that I just played an event tonight, and I went 2-2 and won against Affinity and Jeskai Control. Lost against Tecton, which is a matchup that I've been winning over the past few weeks, but lost tonight, and lost against Abzan. Alright, so in here, well, I will keep because we're definitely good on mana. We have quite a bit of Scry, which is 2 Scry, and 1 piece of combo. So that's definitely a keep. It would have been much better with a cantrip here. Okay, so this is definitely the white-red prison deck. I'm pretty sure every time so far we've seen this Scryland, we bump into that deck, which is not good. Which is not good at all. We have double Lotus Bloom, which is perfect against Blood Moon. A Calice at 1 would definitely be a bad news, but we pretty much already set against Blood Moon, which is a very good news. However, now that we've shown that we have double Lotus Bloom, they could drop the Calice at 0 and then drop a Blood Moon straight after, which will be terrible based on our mana base here. Which will be terrible, especially we pretty much relying on this Angel Grace. So yes, Calice. So Calice at 1, Calice at 0 would be 2 good cards in that situation for our opponent. Yes, so I just want to scry, nothing much. So Sibian Spirit Guide, that's the bottom. We just want to get Ad Nauseam or Spoil of the Vault. Nothing fancy here. Well, anyway, a Calice at 1 is problematic, but we have 4 Fear Action in life now, so that's also a good thing to run 4 Fear Action in life. We have a little bit more out again against Calice. So our opponent is playing basic land. We're starting to be scared. Is it gonna happen? But we have our double bloom. Well, okay, so we double this. I don't think this is very relevant. Sleight of Hand. Well, we could argue, do we want Sleight of Hand? Because if we get Blood Moon next turn, that's just going to be a dead card. I would say we don't want it. I would say we don't want it just because of that. Because it's very likely we get to there. And so Lightning Helix, okay. Yeah, so I'd rather be safe and keep digging. Because we don't get much advantage just to put this Sleight of Hand on top and then use it. So Nahiri is gonna do a lot of job here. So that's what it is, Nahiri. So it just put us a very good pressure against us, especially in main board where we have nothing to deal with it. So we're pretty much dead in 2 turns. That's just what it means. So we're still good if we draw Ad Nauseam in the next 2 turns. And when we have it. So we are looking good. We are looking good, but we are still far. Well, there's still a lot of ways we can lose that game. So we're just gonna put our Seachrome Coast, and we are just simply ready to go. A Calice at 0, a Calice at 1 is still doing us here. So you definitely don't have it, otherwise we will have seen it already. But you can still top deck it here. And yes, and he has another loot. Yeah, Anger of the Gods is not gonna do much. Gideon, yeah, probably, yeah, it's just gonna win next turn by just simply dropping. So I see a lot of mana, which is rather up. If it drop a Blood Moon, it's not gonna do anything, so I'm happy to see him tap out in here. Okay, so I guess it's a good sign that he's hesitating. He wants to pass. Okay. What is he going to do? Let's turn off auto yield. It's looking good here because I don't think he can do anything with blue and in red and white mana. If he wants to destroy something, we'll just react. So always the same question: do we want to go now? Do we want to wait? I don't think we want to let him draw a card. I don't think we gain anything by waiting. So I'm just gonna go for it. Our opponent is holding his mana. He might have something. I really don't know what he can have that could screw us at instant speed. Nope. I'll just go for it and we'll see what's happening. Well, there's definitely nothing you can do against Angel Grace, that's for sure. But Ad Nauseam at instant speed, am I missing something? Restore Angel. It's not gonna do anything. Yep. Ad Nauseam. Okay. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so we win the first game. Our opponent did try to do a little bit of a trick. After I did all my stuff, so it took me quite a bit of time, like 1 or 2 minutes. Just after I finish discarding my land, is just doing a Lightning Helix, just in case I forget to... So I need to discard 2 more lands against Lightning Helix. But I didn't. Okay. So I'll definitely bring the 3 discards, so we might just be happy that we have an Inquisition. He won't discard Nahiri, but I guess that's not necessarily the biggest threat, so not too worried about it. Patrician Scorn against Blood Moon, Echoing Truth against Calice. I think we want to remove all the Pact to make some space for it. We have only 2 cards to remove. He probably plays Stony Silence as well. I'm probably remove the Prism. I would say the rules is removing the Prism when you face removal and removing the Lotus when you face Counterspell. It's much easier to counter Lotus Bloom, and it's much easier to remove a Prism, because removing a Lotus Bloom sometimes it might just be too late. If the Lotus Bloom arrive on turn 4 or 5, we can just combo directly in response. So that would be my rule of thumb. And I could also, in this kind of matchup, I could remove a Phyrexian Knife, because it's going to be very easy to actually. I might want to see if maybe more something like this. Giga Draws, I'm not expecting it to be very useful here. Slow the Pact, no Bosechu Nephalia. Maybe I'd rather have a bit more of mana, because this can be killed by Nahiri. So he's probably playing Dissension as well, this kind of destroy enchantment, and on top of that, he's gonna have Nahiri. That seems to be a lot of answers. So this look good to me. This 60 look good. Let's go for it. We can be a bit proactive with all this card. Hopefully we can have it in our opening hand. We need to expect facing more than 1 hate, so we need to expect being against both Calice, Blood Moon. We need to expect a Stony Silence. The deck is built to hate pretty much everything, so we're still gonna have to most likely play around at least 1 hate. We got lucky in the game 1, I guess, because we didn't see any of those. One land, but it enters untapped. We have the combo in hand. We could do turn 1 Thoughtseize. It's gonna be quite tough to ramp the mana here. I'm a bit afraid that it's gonna be too tough to ramp, but I guess I'm gonna keep this. I guess I'm gonna have to keep it. I can use Spoil of the Vault to get a scry, so that can accelerate it. I'm just gonna keep it and we'll see how it goes. If we face a turn one Calice at 1, which is possible with this Simian Spirit Guide, Leyline of Sanctity, 2 Leyline of Sanctity. I would say, I was about to say it's good news, but the problem is now. Okay, so that's a Calice at 0, so no problem. That's a very good. That's a pretty good start. But if you don't have a land, that's yeah, I guess it's a bit too much though. You probably don't keep a no-lander. Do we want to do Thoughtseize then? I don't think so. I don't think we can go directly Serum Vision because he's dropped all this stuff. So now what we're afraid of, a Calice at 1 maybe? Maybe he has a Simian Spirit guy, he's just waiting for a land. I really want to do Serum Vision because I really want a land drop next turn. Oh, we have a land. Perfect. And we're gonna bottom Ad Nauseam and we're gonna top Simian Spirit Guide. So 1, 2, 3. So we're already at 3 mana. And we're gonna do a Thoughtseize next turn. Okay, so it's not looking too bad. Yeah, the problem with this 2 leyline is we have Echoing Truth, so that's actually one way to go around it, because opponent has no land at all. Okay, so yes, if we're going to go Maniac, he's probably playing removal. We removed all our counterspell, so it's a bit risky to go Maniac in that spot. But in here, we're definitely gonna spend this round to we could Spoil of the Vault. We know it's not possible anymore, so we're just gonna Thoughtseize here. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yep. Sorry. That was stupid. Okay. Didn't think about that. Yeah, we'll pass the turn then. Okay. Yes, of course. Thoughtseize doesn't go through Leyline of Sanctity. I tend to forget that. I'm always very focused on my Lightning Storm. But no, it's just not Lightning Storm. So our opponent is doing nothing, and we are looking very good with this top deck. Which is pretty much we winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not winning next turn. Yeah, I mean, we need to top deck something, but it's looking very good. And still beginning of combat, still no land, and that's it. We're winning. Well, that was very lucky for us, but it's funny because I tried tonight. I tried to keep a no lander against Abzan. I had a very beautiful hand, no land but a bloom and cantrip. So I just needed to top deck a land, and I didn't draw any, so I guess it's kind of the same situation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will be back in a few seconds. And we win the match. So I just realized something. So I definitely spoke a little bit too quickly, because I just realized that I used my land drop, so I couldn't go the Maniac the Maniac kill, of course, because I need a land drop to be able to do it if I go with only 6 mana. So I just realized that I looked a little bit stupid when I was drawing my card, but on the other hand, we have Patrician's Scorn. So Patrician's Scorn is getting rid of all the enchantment, and because we've cast Angel Grace prior to the combo, we can cast it without any mana. So yeah, I just I didn't mention it when I was starting the combo because I actually did forget about it. I was actually planning to go Maniac way without realizing that I've already done my land drop, so I definitely spoke too fast here. But luckily we had the deck tech in the deck. So yeah, that's one of the use of Patrician's Cone, to get rid of the ley line, even though we don't need it, because what I should have done here, if I don't have Patrician's Cone, we just need to wait a turn. We just need to pass the turn. In that case, we could have just cast Pyrrhic Shannon Life, because we had three lands, so you can just spend the turn casting Pyrrhic Shannon Line, and on the return we can just go for it, because we only need 5 mana, and yeah, we still need this additional non-red mana, sorry, because we need double blue to do Maniac plus Serum Vision. So we need to cast a Prism, and to cast a Prism we need other than just red. So yes, so luckily I had this card, this Patrician's Cone. Otherwise I would have I was actually thinking that I have to concede that game and go to game 3. So that's pretty good. I guess our opponent, so I guess that's a mistake that a lot of opponents do against Ad Nauseam, is maybe they believe that the best way for them to beat us is just to hate us completely. Whilst I believe the best way to attack Ad Nauseam, it's a mix of a clock, which means even small creature very early while you can tap out, and then holding some hate, so maybe a destroy artifact. Just having a bit of both put us a lot of pressure while interacting with us, like maybe killing this prism. Killing this prism would have been pretty much terrible for us, because we were very struggling in mana. So a very good hand would have been turn 1, turn 2, whatever creature, and turn 3 destroy my prism. That would have been terrible for us. Very simple. No, don't need to be fancy with the leyline of Chalice of the Void. Still believe that leyline, it's you should not even put it against us. Only if really you have nothing. If you have 4 Pass to Exile, you don't know what to do. Of course, bring leyline. It will help you, especially against us, because we have discard. So it's actually relevant for that. But otherwise, it's not relevant for the combo. We can go around it. We have Patrician's Cone, we have Echoing Truth, we have Maniac. With so many ways to go around it, it's not worth it. And here the Chalice at 0 in the blue, which means that I didn't even know if he had Lotus Bloom. So we didn't even have it. But I guess that was the only reason, was he had no land. So he believed that he could just, his opening hand with no land and double leyline Chalice at 0 would be just enough to hate us. That was a terrible mistake. That's not how it works against us. That's not gonna be enough, definitely. And then he didn't draw a single land, which is, like I said, I have no sympathy, because it happened to me tonight, where I wanted to cape a no-lander with a Bloom, Grace, Ad Nauseam, plus the lot, plus Cantrip, everything. I just needed to top deck a blue source of mana, and I could have changed my Serum Vision and started to get more and more. I couldn't get it at all, so I ended up with absolutely 0 land, and that against Abzan. So I had double leyline plus the combo plus Cantrip, so I had everything that I wanted against Abzan. Yeah, of course, without the land. So yes, it happened to me tonight, and that's definitely not what we should do, I guess, whether it's from the Ad Nauseam side or from that deck side. So I'm definitely gonna call this deck the blue, red white prison, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is, with the Nahiri win con, and I guess we can feel pretty happy to win against that deck, because that's not a good matchup. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon for game number 2.